Hey, thank you for watching my channel and giving me support as I start this journey. I will be doing a collective reading for you guys today, so if it doesn't resonate, just leave it on behind. If it does, cool. Stay for more. If it don't resonate though, you can check my channel out for other videos. I'll be posting as many as I can while my daughter naps today. I'll try to go as far into detail as I can. I'll be using tarot, oracle, angel messages, time oracle, and other oracle cards as well to try to channel the messages that is meant for y'all to hear today. So yeah, let's get started. Anyways, Spirit, please protect me as I channel the messages for my collectives. What does my collective need to know at this time? What's the energy surrounding my collectives? Please block any interferences that could be coming through trying to block the messages. Block any negative energies and guide me with divine light, truth, and honesty. And immediately I had the Nine of Swords fall out. So somebody could be in mental anguish right now. Somebody could be really stuck in their head. They could be worried about something. They could be feeling quite tortured. So yeah, let's just see how this goes. Right now we're going to do an energy check on your energy. This is the collective's energy. What is the collective's energy? What does this collective need to know? How are they feeling? What's going on with this collective? Alright. What's going on with my collective, Spirit? Oh. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands reversed, the Ace of Cups reversed, the Lovers in reversed, and the Seven of Swords upright. So somebody's feeling kind of conflicted. Somebody's feeling upset. Somebody's got an empty cup. Somebody has experienced a loss due to a relationship that might have been quite important to them. Maybe they feel like somehow, some way it was stolen from them in a way. Maybe this could be you. Maybe somebody stole your lover. Maybe somebody robbed you of your happiness, you feel like. Maybe you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing you've got a karmic ex who is working against you. Someone who is trying to steal whatever it is that you've got going on now for their own benefit, just to hurt you. Or maybe this has already happened. And they came in and it all kind of happened pretty fast, you know? It all kind of happened really fast. And it left you, I don't know. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this energy with the Lovers in reverse and the Seven of Swords. Tell me more about this energy. The Ace of Cups in reverse and Lovers in reverse. What is this? What's going on with my collective? Yep, Ten of Swords upright. So, yeah, you or someone around you is feeling quite betrayed right now. Somebody is feeling betrayed. Somebody was betrayed. And it caused a shift in your love life. It caused a rift, a change. Not everything is the same anymore. You could be really hurting from this. Could really be sitting in a seat of heartbreak. Oh, we got in the Empress in reverse. So you may have had a family with this person at one time and they betrayed you. they really did a number on it, and it hurts you really bad. It hurt you really bad. Tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit, about the Ten of Swords. This is Ten of Swords energy. Tell me more about my collective. What caused this pain, Spirit? Oh. Then you got the Eight of Swords and the Page of Cups. So, you know what I'm hearing? And just take it how it resonates. This is just a message for someone, whoever hears it. But, I'm hearing that this betrayal was influenced by some beliefs and some negative feelings and thoughts that were being expressed out loud that might not have been quite true. With the Page of Cups in reverse, it tells me, yeah, these thoughts, these feelings, this mental trapped energy of negative was being expressed, and it might not have had the right outcome that was being expected of that expression. You know, you may have been thinking that they were going to support you in some way and help you get through it, and they were just like, I don't know how to help you. You know, this is not, it's not true. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about it. I'm not going to sit here and keep telling you over and over. And you were like, but this is really real to me. You know, I really feel it. I'm really hurting here. Yeah. And so, tell me more, Spirit. Page of Cups in reverse. These cards just got really hard to shuffle. I would like to point that out. Yeah, the Moon. So you were picking up on some type of deception. I feel like there was some type of deception that you felt. Maybe you felt it in your bones, in your stomach, in your gut, and you were like, "This is here. This is real. I want to talk about it. I want to assess it. I want to work things out. Let's talk it through. This is torturing me. Let's work it out." And maybe it didn't work out like that. Maybe they weren't compliant with trying to work it out. Maybe they didn't care to work it out. You know, maybe they were worried about other shit. Let's see. What is the Moon? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So I'm getting that. I just heard maybe this started right around the time whoever started a new job. Somebody got a new job. Somebody got a new promotion. Somebody was stepping into a new seat of financial power. Maybe they were too focused on work and not focused enough on love. Maybe they didn't sort their priorities through quite right. Yeah, the Devil. Yeah. So there may have been addictions here too, you know, like that were kind of influencing this hurt, this betrayal, this miscommunication, the deception, maybe I'm hearing you were bound and chained in this negative roar of emotion that you couldn't quite get through to your partner the right way. It was not coming out right. Even though you had the Ace of Pentacles here, you also had the devil kind of sabotaging this in a way. Because something was bound and chained. And it could have been an addiction. It could have been vices. What's the devil? What's the devil? So yeah, y'all, yeah. There was definitely some vices or something here that was influencing this negative train of thought, this negative belief, this negative mindset that was putting a damper on your love life, on your situation. It was really pulling things down, and it may not have been completely true. It may not have all been a reality. It was just a reality because it was being brought to the surface because of the mental anguish and torture. And really, you it was like you were being served. Somebody was being served, but they were like, "Meh, that's not enough for me. That's not quite what I'm expecting of you. That's not quite what I'm wanting. Something don't feel right. Nah, I don't really want that fourth cup. Like, the fuck is that fourth cup supposed to do? You know, excuse my language. And then you have the Empress in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So right away, what I'm getting is there was a lot of passion and a lot of forward movement into what could have been a really good situation, but the mental anguish and the arguments and the false belief and the addictions and vices and everything, all of that kind of mixed together in the same pot, and it really kind of made a distorted energy for the feminine. And I'm not saying gender roles. Take it how it resonates. If you're male or female, and you know, tarot knows no gender, but this was a feminine energy that was kind of distorted. So this feminine was hurting. She thought what she felt was real, but it might not have been. It might not have been. She might have just been blind to what she did have because of the mental anguish. And it's putting a damper on things. It kind of put a delay on the Ace of Wands. And if you look back at the spread, you've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands here. And two of these are in reverse because of this distortion, this addiction, this toxic energy. It was messing things up. It was tearing shit apart. The only thing that was going right was this job, this financial stability that you guys had. But that financial stability was feeding the devil. And so therefore, even that really wasn't going all that right. I mean, and then you got the Page of Swords here at the bottom. Yeah, somebody was in their head and they were speaking about it. And they weren't completely right either. They were kind of a lot of wrong, really. Let's do 4 more cards for tarot. Woo, they came out fast too. And then you got the Nine of Pentacles upright. So yeah, you had everything you wanted, you needed, but you had the Nine of Swords in reversed. So something in the mentality, something up here wasn't aligning with what you really had in front of you. It was fucking shit up. This mental stability. You could have been going through some type of depression, some type of distortion because of these addictions and vices. And then you got the Four of Swords upright. It really it really would have helped to just let it rest for just a little while, just a little while. Just let that feeling rest for just a little while. Just sit in it and see if it was really even real. But instead, I think somebody chose to leave, and it may have been the wrong decision. It may have torn all of this good that was being perceived way wrong. It could have all been good. You could have had all these aces, but something in the mentality, something up here in the mind wasn't aligning with what was actually being given. And so you left because your mind made you think that all this pain, all of this stuff, it was real. You know, you thought that all this pain, it was real. It felt real. And I've been there before. Trust me, I've been there before. I know how that feels. I really, really do. So that's a really, really hard pain to sit in. It's a really tough reality to have. So let's see what else. Okay, so what is this? What is this Empress in reverse with the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles and all of this stuff with the Devil? I mean, what give me a little bit more insight, Spirit, on this situation, on this energy that I'm picking up on here. Tell me what I need to know. Tell me what my collective needs to know about it. Give them some guidance. Is it fixable? Is it too far gone? Was it real or was it an illusion? Because it seems like an illusion to me. It really does. This really just all seems like a huge illusion. Oh, shit. Okay. So, yeah. Bowl. Meeting basic needs. Food. All needs met. Sustenance. Refilling your spirit. Refilling your spirit. This was in the reverse when I picked it up. So maybe y'all had it good, but there were some needs of the relationship that just weren't being met. They were not being met. It wasn't being communicated in the right way. Things weren't necessarily aligning with what you had envisioned for this relationship, for this connection here, and it was causing riffraff. Yep, that was quick. Nail. Building. Not solid. Needs securing. Building over. Painful but truthful. Communication. Nail and coffin. Hitting the nail on the head. Put a pin in it for later. New beginning. Needed. Flawed situation. And tower moment. So, yeah. Yeah. You were definitely very open and communicative about how you were feeling, Starseed, and it wasn't being perceived the right way. It wasn't coming out the right way. It was a flawed situation. It was causing a tower moment. Everything was starting to fall apart. All because you felt like there were needs that were going without being met here. The things were not being fulfilled in this relationship, and it was really causing. Yep, bicycle, progress, renewal, promising times ahead, transportation, movement, exercise. So yeah, you decided, okay, well, if you're not gonna work with me, understand me, then I'm just gonna go. Fuck it. I'm gone. I'm gonna leave this situation behind. I'm gonna find a different route. I'm gonna take a different route here. I'm gonna go a different way. Yep. Sit. Just rest, ponder, thinking, sad, looking back, reminisce, sitting in stubbornness. So you may have been doing a lot of this before you decided to leave. You may have really been thinking and looking back on all the good times where you did feel fulfilled, where you did feel like everything was being met, and you were wondering why the change, like what's going on, why, like that may have been why you had some belief that there was a betrayal here. But maybe they were just focused on work. Maybe they were just focused on trying to provide security with the Ace of Pentacles here. And, I don't know. Tell me more, Spirit. This other energy could have been sitting in stubbornness. Like, okay, well, if you want to tell me all this stuff, I'm doing the best I can. What else do you want me to do, They may have been feeling like they weren't appreciated in some way, and that might have been hindering communication even more. One more, Spirit. What? Oh shit. My incense caught on fire inside my candle and fell out, and it about caught my whole table on fire. Oh, it gave me 2 more. So you got Camel, travel, journey, wisdom, endurance, survival, service, self-sufficiency, conservation, and stamina. Then you got Space Ranger, hero, stand-up dude, a shoulder to lean on, trustworthy, loyal friend, helper, fair and kind, and green flag. So what is this Camel and Space Ranger? Oh shoot, I had a couple more fall out down here. Sorry, I didn't see them. Goat, sure-footedness, desire, reverie, navigates hard places with ease, faith, creative energy, aspiration, and tranquility. Spoon, party, celebration, food and drink, feed your body well, health and abundance, feeding your soul, food for thought. So you could have just chose to work on yourself. You could have maybe really sat down and realized, hey, maybe this was my own mental anguish that messed this up. Maybe I have some inner reflections that I need to take part in. Maybe I need to surround myself with good people, good friends. Maybe I need to get some outside point of views. Maybe I need to reach out. Yeah, see, here at the bottom of the deck, you got chat, open communication with a friend or family member, chat openly, incoming messages, social media, text messages, messenger, phone calls. So you might have been confiding in somebody other than your partner because your partner was reluctant to communicate, and maybe that gave you some type of clarity. Maybe that helped you decide to move on. Tell me more. Tell me more about this goat and spoon, Space Ranger energy. Tell me more about this communication with other people. What is this that I'm seeing? If I don't get a card out of this next time, I want you to change decks. Umbrella, femininity, fashion, shelter, prestige, power, protection, prosperity, royalty, and a need for protection. You know what I'm getting though? They're all lovey-dovey and shit, right? and you've had this really good stand-up dude, trustworthy, shoulder to lean on. Maybe somebody fell into the arms of a third party, I'm getting, and that might have been motivation to leave as well. Maybe that's where all of this other shit stems from, you know. And in some way, some form, they were bringing about some type of feeling of prosperity and power to you that maybe your partner wasn't. And maybe that influenced the Six of Swords in reverse. And then you got makeup jar, inner beauty, not seeing how beautiful life is. Just look below the gray. Beautiful days will return soon, short-lived depression. So yeah, you failed to see the beauty in the relationship that you had, or somebody did, and they fell into the arms of a third party, and that's what influenced this energy of leaving, moving on, traveling, and going elsewhere, and deciding that the relationship wasn't worth pursuing anymore. Maybe. Tell me more about this umbrella and the makeup jar. Codependency, needy, clingy, rescuer, helper, helped, fixer, runner, chaser dynamic, substance issues, and addiction. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Yes, somebody was in their freaking head because they had addictions and vices in the middle of their primary relationship, and it was causing a riff-raff. It caused a whole forward movement into somebody else's arms. It caused, somebody got really needy and clingy, and it pushed the other party away. Because whoever got needy and clingy, they didn't see what was right in front of them because of the mental anguish, and their partner didn't understand that. Man, why do they keep falling to the floor? Yep. Teal, receptive and clear, clarity of thought, great communication, know thyself. So you could have known, one of these energies could have known what was really going on here, and they were like, you know what, I'm not going to pursue. Yeah. I'm not going to pursue this anymore. This is my home that's being attacked, and I don't know what to do to save it. You know, I'm feeling kind of lost. I'm feeling kind of torn. We got this third party energy here, and somebody knows about it. You know, they're not blind. They see right through that. One more. Tell me more, Spirit. Somebody knew the mental anguish was ripping them apart, but they didn't know what to do about it. They couldn't stop it. They were just like, alright, I'm doing all I can. I'm working hard as fuck. I'm tired. If you don't see my efforts, if you don't see the prosperity and the gifts that have been given in this relationship, then I don't know what else to do or say about it. It caused them to run. It caused them to run when all that communication was coming about, because they felt unappreciated, I feel like. Because y'all did have a beautiful relationship and dynamic. You did have something good. You did have something worth fighting for, but they just felt lost. They didn't know how to anymore. Tell me more about this codependency and the umbrella with the third party energy and the moving forward, leaving, the travel, all of this other energies coming about. Tell me more, Spirit. What does my collective need to know? Realizations. Epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Yep. So somebody's waking up to this. Somebody's waking up to what's really going on here. Somebody sees the problem, but they may not know how to fix it just yet. Or they may have thought that it was too hard. I'm hearing that too. Tell me more about these realizations. What did these realizations cause here for my collective? What happened after these realizations were pain, apprehensive, afraid, and cautions. So yeah, this somebody was hurt. Maybe both of you were hurt. And yeah, like I said, they didn't really know how to fix it. It made them more cautious. It made them more. I'm hearing reluctant to take action. They didn't know what to do. They were like, well, this shit's falling apart. This shit is falling apart. I'm hurting. I'm hurting just as much as you are. Why can't you see my pain as well? I know about this third party energy. Things are coming real clear to me, like, woo. Yep, distance, separation, space, blockage. So they was like, fuck that shit. I see what's going on. You done moved on to somebody else. I'm being treated unfairly. I should have communicated better, but since it's going this way, I'm just gonna leave, because I'm not gonna be an option. I'm not gonna be deceived, cheated on. I'm not gonna be the third party energy for you. We had all these aces. We had this ace of cups, this ace of pentacles. Couldn't see it clearly, and I wasn't good at communicating. Things are messed up now, so let's put some distance in between it. What did this distance cause, Spirit? What did the distance cause for my collective? Where's my collective at now since the distance happened? Commitment in reversed, obsession in reversed. Ow. Yeah. Foundations in reverse and confession. So yeah, so the commitment, it says commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. So there was a lot of infidelity going on here. It was well known. It kind of broke the adoration in between your primary relationship. It broke the obsession. It broke the foundation. And somebody was like, should I come in? Should I say something with the confessions? Should I try to come clean and talk to my primary partner and try to fix things? What do I do now? I've done broke my foundation down. This is, things are starting to unravel here. The distance caused an unraveling. Somebody was considering confessions. Did the confessions come out, Spirit? Tell me more about these confessions and the broken foundation. Are they still in the dark, or sorrow, loss, grief, depression? Yeah, I'm hurting so bad. I done lost I lost my baby. I messed up. Should I confess? Should I tell them the truth? Should I try to reconcile? You know, this is my family I tore apart. What's going on here? And now I'm hurting. Even more so. We're already hurting. Somebody was already hurting. I don't know if the same energy that was hurting in the beginning, that had all of these negative thoughts and stuff, was the same energy that did the infidelity, or if it was the energy that was being confronted that wound up doing the infidelity. I'm kind of picking up that the energy that was being confronted kind of went the other way for a little while. Went and found some type of, divine masculine. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring, and shallow in reverse. Hollow, empty, boredom. See, yeah, I know. Yeah, the divine feminine was the one that was stuck in their head earlier on in the reading, where they were like in all this sorrow and not seeing things for what they were and expressing it, and it causes divine masculine to take a curve. And they thinking about all this shit that this divine feminine's saying to them and stuff, and they started to feel hollow. They needed some type of fulfillment, something to make them feel like they were appreciated, something to make them feel alive again, I'm hearing. But now the foundation's fucked up. Now everything's broken apart, because now everything that was false has become true. What happened after this? We know, did the confessions ever come out, Spirit? Did anything ever reconcile? Is it possible to reconcile? Is there going to be a reconciliation, or is it over? What's going on, Spirit? Tell me more. Spirit, tell me more. What's my collective feeling? Is my collective moving on? Is my collective stuck on this connection? Should they move on? What's going on with my collective in this connection?